guys? Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. We're back for some more 2018 Beaver State Fling. We got round 3 league card. As usual, Beaver State Fling, it's stacked, Corey.
It is absolutely stacked with studs.
Yeah.
80 players in the field. Had to be at least 45 over 1,000 rated. It's really as good of a field as you're going to get.
Yep. We got Paul McBeth, we got Eagle McMahon, Nate Sexton, and Drew Gibson, who's been playing just amazing, Corey.
You could not be more right. Amazing, really, in all conditions. GBO, wide open, windy.
Yeah.
SFO, less wide open, still windy. Beaver State Fling, no wind, trees everywhere. He's slaying it.
He is. We're on the west course today, and we're looking at hole 1, par 4, 630 feet. You're landing right around here, and you got a very dangerous upshot over this OB road, Corey.
Oof, man, it untraditional with the rest of the course, as there is kind of road running through it.
True,
You'd like to see the natural OB out here, but this is definitely going to present some problems. Maybe 325 to 350 off the tee through the tunnel, with maybe about a 300 to 280 foot upshot. It's toughy.
It is very technical. On the box is Drew Gibson. Looks to be throwing a Star Destroyer.
World champion, Paul Beast McBeth.
Paul McBeth up next, also reaching for a Star Destroyer, it looks like. Or is that a two?
We'll see which one he chooses.
Oh.
I think opting for
T-Bird.
T-Bird 3.
Yep, T-Bird 3. Little high.
Oop. Favorable kick, though.
Not the worst spot.
No.
Yeah.
If you're centered up, you're all right.
And Nate Sexton, who's one of the only people I see that throws a roller on this hole, is...
I don't get it, but I like it.
It works.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's his Star Sidewinder. He's also been rolling a Leopard 3 at points.
Ooh, that's probably one of those orange ones.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I threw the sidearm roller simply because it kind of works with the shape of the shot.
Yeah, it curls the right way at the end.
Yeah, but this is low ceiling, gets you out into the fairway, and he's got a long enough sidearm to where he can reach that pin if he's on the right side.
Yeah. Nate's got the localist of status on this card.
This
so.
is true.
Yeah. Being out of Corvallis. Just an hour or so away from Estacada.
And could we just pause for a moment and give it up to this announcer? Unbelievable. Like half WWE, half like Game 7 finals.
Cody, man,
It was beautiful.
he's bringing it. Hopefully Eagles going to be bringing it with this C-Line PD drive here. Oh,
Ooh, that looks broad. Ian.
my goodness, Corey.
That's
Perfect.
as good as it could possibly get.
Right?
Yeah, it can't get any better.
Oh, my God. Oh, we got a little flight tracker action, Corey.
Yeah.
That shot deserved it.
Right? You can't ask for a better spot than that. Honestly, you can't.
No.
Because you're not getting across the street.
Yeah. Distance and angle. You know?
It's perfect.
Drew, I really don't think he can do anything but lay up, which he's doing with his KC Pro Rock here. And he's just trying to get to where Eagle is.
No, exactly. If you hit any of these trees early, you got to have some stones to want to get over that street.
You do. Paul, speaking of stones, Corey.
Man, I still maintain to this day that he's the best straight line tunnel thrower out there.
Yeah, ripped that Star Destroyer
impressive.
long, unfortunately. He's got a little comebacker. Nate is reaching for this Star X-Cal on a really tight line.
Oh, no.
Right into the OB grass.
Yeah, he had low ceiling from where he was throwing and then throwing into another low ceiling. So he just had to keep that low, unfortunately. A little too low.
High degree of difficulty on that shot. Looks like Drew's reaching back for that KC Pro Rock on his third shot, and he'll take his 4.
Yeah, prime. I mean, if like I said, any trees that you kick early, you are in trouble. So getting out of here with a 4 is totally fine.
Absolutely. Got Eagle floating one over there. Ooh.
Very reminiscent to that last year when he slammed chains on his second shot
That's
with
right.
that MV3.
Forgot about that. So we're looking at Nate throwing 4 here, just going to try and salvage a 5.
She does nicely.
Yeah, no problem there. That is Paul McBeth in the darkness. The light conditions were not favorable early.
Ooh.
That putt was not favorable either. Chained out.
Yeah, but again, after hitting the tree, take a 4, he's all right.
Yeah.
No trouble had.
You know he's not happy, though.
Oh, no, come on. You're never happy with the par.
No.
Paul's excellence or bust. This
He
hole,
is.
though, does play over par, though.
I would see
You know what I mean?
yeah.
4.09, so getting that par pretty much right in line with the field.
Yeah. Eagle with a fantastic birdie. Really played that hole perfectly, Corey.
Absolutely. I mean, he can't say enough about the drive.
No, yeah.
Really sets up the pretty routine upshot when you're only maybe, what, 240 feet away.
Yeah.
Takes all the danger of OB out. That's how the designer drew it up.
Yep. Everybody else cleans up. A bogey and a couple pars. We'll see that perfect drive from Eagle. Gosh, he was throwing this C-line PD all day.
Yeah, it's
even on shots where I thought I'd throw the PD too.
Exactly. I was just going to say, it's impressive to see the kind of toning it back, just getting down a little bit and playing for control.
Mm-hmm. No, you got it absolutely right. He is now just 2 strokes back of Drew, and we're on to hole 2.
630 feet, man. Just really a casual distance, man. No problem. No. First shot, hyzering around the trees. It's about a 60-foot gap left to right that they're trying to hit.
Sure.
And then if you land it in the center of the fairway, odds are you're going to be in that little bit of a gully. There's a little bit of a downslope there. Then you have this pretty tasking upshot into what I would call the most beautiful green on the property.
It's not even a discussion. It's
so nice.
It's an objective fact. Eagle
playing it real wide.
Towering hyzer. It's wide, but it's working.
Yeah.
He's just short of that gully you talked about. That little mini
little drainage ditch we'll call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really used as far all the width that he could on that gap.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good play though.
It is. Mr. Gibson. I think that's a Firebird.
Taking that same line.
Maybe Destroyer. And he little wide, kind of clips the trees.
Yeah, right above my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty scary.
Not the best spot to be. He's got to kind of have to flex it from there to get to the green. Paul ripping a Star Destroyer for sure. And he is past the ditch. And then anything past the ditch is remarkable.
Quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate Sexton also reaching for a Star Destroyer.
He's got some of the cooler swirls in his Destroyers. I've never seen him like that.
He does, yeah.
Private stock.
That's what happens when you're Nate Sexton. You get the good stuff.
Yeah. And that, Ian, is the good stuff.
He's past it, too.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah. All right, so here you see Drew is kind of a little bit pinched.
Yeah, the fairway kind of bottlenecks a bit in that center.
Yeah. I think he's reaching for a Leo here.
I don't think so, man. That's
stable. Firebird?
I think it's something stable that he slams over.
I thought he was going to throw a Firebird, but...
Yeah.
All right.
Because he has that blue one that he likes to slam over. He threw that one, I feel like, just like he throws that blue one.
Yeah. Finishes a little short left. Going to have a putt for birdie, though. Eagle.
MD3Z.
It's just a perfect mid-range shot here.
No, it really is. I mean, if you can get your drive into the good landing zone, it really sets up well for the... If you throw a mid-range well, if you throw a putter well, like Simon's probably throwing a P2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a great backstop, too. You should really be aggressive with it. Looks like Nate is going...
Dart. You know it.
Think so?
I think so, man.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. That was winning. Jeff Panis right behind me, like, brushing the sweat off his eyebrow. We all both thought it was going in.
Oh, man. I know Doss did it a couple years ago.
What is... I wonder
this is the AVR3.
Okay, is that what is it? Glow AVR3?
Yeah.
I have that in my bag, too.
Yeah, out of his... He's walking up to this desk. He's like, that thing is more stable than my Gator.
Seriously, I think it's a hog coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. So Drew has the longest of the putts for the birdie.
Can we just pause
Look
this
at this,
frame
right?
and stay on this for the rest of the round?
This belongs in, like, Home and Gardens. Like a magazine or something,
I know, man. It's so Mesozoic.
Eagle with a great comebacker. His birdie as well.
Yeah, we're eyeballing a star frame here, and while it's not the hardest hole in the course, it's definitely not easy.
Yeah. Usually somebody fluffs the upshot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Or throw it into a tree. I mean, the fact that Drew saved the birdie from being in that tree is just remarkable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does come in half a stroke under par, so 3.54 average.
Okay.
I know these guys probably helping to lower that a little bit.
Yeah, and it's still a legitimate par 4. Nobody's ever going to be putting for 2.
Oh, no. 2-shot hole.
Mm-hmm. Here's Paul throwing that towering hyzer. Slow-mo brought to you by Brian Geist Media.
Oh, yeah, brain juice he's been known to call.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. Drew still leading by 2 over Eagle, and we're into the woods here for a little bit. We got hole 3, par 3, 2 or a 5. Actually, it's more like a 3 or a 5. Really.
Exactly. So last hole 3.54 average, this hole 3.09 average. Almost the same scoring spread.
Wow.
Yes. This one, a network of trees you're trying to throw to.
God.
Really, the turnover line's all you got. I tried to get creative and throw a little justice through that right side, the sidearm. 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it worked just as well as throwing into the other trees, but we'll see if these guys can, I don't know, figure something creative out.
Oh, man, such a tiny gap. Eagle throwing the MD3, I believe.
And
And
this is
you'll take that every time.
exactly. I was gonna say that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Don't be getting greedy. Drew's gonna go sidearm.
I mean,
Looks like a
pick your
Firebird.
poison at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess so. I just feel like this one Firebird dumps too early.
I agree. But it's really what you're comfortable with hitting that gap. What?
Yeah.
100 feet off the tee.
Yeah, really well put though. Paul looks like a rock 3.
More like a rock tree,
That
unfortunately.
was a rock
Yeah.
tree. Nate going with the Sexton Firebird. It looks like.
Oh, if it's got a white stamp, you know he's gonna throw it good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, spoiler alert that.
I'm
next
sorry.
time.
I'm sorry. First of all, but he spoiled alert everyone by throwing the one with the white stamp.
Paul reaching for the forehand, gonna try and hit this gap. Ugh.
Operative word being try.
Yeah, that's not an easy gap. And Drew, he's just gonna jump putt this. I like this play. It guarantees the gap hit.
Yeah. Well, if you're a good jump putter.
If you're good, which he
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Among the best.
Well, I mean, honestly, he gave it a bid too.
He almost
Yeah.
from like 100 plus.
Dude, this hole, I still just have like PTSD over having to film the round 1 feature
man.
card last year.
Oh, my
Holy moly, like
goodness.
best score was a 5 or something.
It was brutal. That was a good out from Paul. Hopefully he can save the 4. Eagle from short right is gonna float an Annie over by the basket. You can see it left of your frame. Birdie. Yeah.
That's fine.
And the Sexton has a look. He's going to kind of straddle it from a knee here.
Little low. But, I mean, having said that, it would have been great to get a birdie on this. But you'll walk away with a 3, fine, and get a stroke on Paul. That's okay.
And it's not a 5.
This is true. Yeah, you'd think these short holes would really favor, I don't know, like short. I just don't think it favors anyone.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like I
they
don't think that there's like, oh yeah, a technical guy can get this better than other guys. I don't know.
It's just so tight.
Go and hope.
Yeah. Eagle with the huck face on that Annie. Yeah, this course is beautiful.
I know. I just can't get over it. It's like it's one of those courses where you just have to remind yourself, look up.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Just take the time. Who cares if you have a 3? I'd prefer a longer round, frankly.
Hole 4 is on deck. It's even shorter than the last one, 175 feet, but there is danger lurking. There is a cliff just to the left of that dirt fairway. Don't go down there.
No, it's the pit of misery, some would call it.
Yeah.
It does average 2.5, so 2.53, though not the easiest hole in the course.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting.
We'll touch on that a little later.
Nice. Eagle has the box. That's
Into the pit of misery, my
that's
friend.
not
That's
where
not
you
a
want to
dilly-dilly.
go.
No.
He is all the way at the bottom too. Sometimes he'll stop. He did not. Drew, I think he's just floating a Casey Rock over there.
Champ Aviar.
Oh, wow.
But it's that old one. It
That-
says Champ Aviar.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
one of those old like crack little
Really?
stiff ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's got some collectors.
Oh yes.
Been hanging out with
Oh, he's hanging out with
Anton for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nate, that is a shank, but that is a great kick. To the right.
No, I mean anything to the right, and you are giving it up to Treeses.
Yep. Paul going Nova.
Dead on that thing the whole time.
Yeah, squared it up. He did stay up.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Didn't get the eagle
So,
situation.
Eagle, speaking of his situation.
Where? What is? What are
see
we
that-
watching?
The
Ian?
movement down in the bushes.
Oh, okay.
That's Eagle.
I thought it was a squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna try and pitch it up and over, and he almost threw it in.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That was like a driver's spike pitch
Yeah.
up. That was insane.
It was pretty wild. Nate's giving this a bid.
He's probably not going to like that. He's going to have probably crowded putt, my guess, for that left side.
Yeah, he went a little bit long there. Paul also running his birdie bid.
Whew.
Yeah, good one. Drew for a stroke on the card right here. Over there you can see Nate's caddy, Dion Arlen. He's probably the only person on the card whose caddy throws farther than he does.
He just crushes?
Yeah, it's like 556 mils.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. I've heard legend of this Dion guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
He's working man now, but
Oh.
the dude can throw bombs.
Well, there you go. At least he can lean over and ask for distance advice.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That was a really nice cleanup putt from Nate. And then Eagle, that's a great par save after that drive.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's where fours are born, certainly.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, it's a champion AVR stamp on a old, worn-out disc.
Can you feel my doubt?
I felt your doubt next to you trying to analyze that right now. But I was standing. It landed where my feet were.
All right, all right. Guys, back to the action. Got to thank MVP and Ever Champion Disc as well as the PDGA for getting us out here.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. Does Jeff Faze have any of those Phaser Beam MVP discs left?
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
You just got to believe his second allotment of them because the first one's like flew off the shelves.
I'm loving my Photon, man.
Me too. It's so nice, dude.
We got that matching set.
I know, and not to mention SFDGC couldn't have a more supportive fam to go hustle your discs with.
Mm-hmm. Hole 5, extremely downhill, extremely technical shot, kind of a flex shot that goes down and then hooks up left at the very end. Drew, I'm pretty sure he's ripping that Firebird, and that is really good.
Yeah, that.
I mean, he's not even that close, but that's still a very good shot.
Exactly. There's no real way to get parked on this hole because the low ceiling, I mean, really the entire way, but it just gets lower and lower and lower. So if you're going to throw something, it has to, like you said, turn over right and then have enough stability to hook back and get a skip.
Yep. Eagle's trying it with that C-line PD. I've seen the roller work really well on this one.
Yep, that's like the Nate Doss special. Yeah. Is kind of the way I have it in my mind.
That was just a beautiful shot a couple years back. Might have been last year, actually. Nate Sexton, who has the roller game to pull it off, but opts for the air shot. Leaks a little left, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's got a look from over there. Not a great look.
I was going to say, he's going to have a tree-impeded look, but still.
Looks like Paul's going to go Star Destroyer. Rip off that flex line as well. Oh, he did not start it off with enough Annie.
No. The flex line needs to not hit first available.
Yeah.
To flex.
Here's his upshot. That was really well done from where he was.
Yeah, he just stepped up and threw it.
He
was
did,
not set on that.
Underrated difficulty on that upshot, though. Eagle, gosh, this is such a tough look from any kind of distance because of that ceiling right by the basket.
And not to mention, I mean, if you go by the basket, really any sort of distance, you're looking at probably having an obstructed putt.
You are.
Ooh, I didn't notice that little back door.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance. I think that little branch kicked him off course.
Yeah.
And Drew for 2. Come on.
Whew, he is just as serious as he was yesterday. He's coming out. I believe it's like, what, 3 birdies in the first 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get him while the weather's good.
Yes, it's true because we are looking at the radar, Ian.
Yeah.
And it's looking grim for the back half of the round.
Yep. Spoiler alert, we got wet.
Ay, ay, ay.
Everybody else taps in some pars here.
Yeah, we were really dealing with like classic Oregon weather where it was like steamy and hot and then like gray and drizzly and then steamy and hot, gray, drizzly.
It was Oregoning hard.
Yes, it's hard to complain about being in Oregon, but I was prepared to when we did that round.
Your complaining game's on point, though.
Yeah, ABC, I always say. ABC, always be complaining.
We got a 22 down from Drew. He is 4 clear of this ridiculously stacked card.
Yeah, and 4 clear of the field at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's really putting on a big run. We got a couple guys shooting hot, but Drew's showed him how it's done.
Yep, we're on to hole 6. Scene of the Albatross, par 5, 850 feet. Throwing a hyzer off the tee, and then they'll be throwing a flex shot up and around all these trees. Mortals lay up to about there, and then pitch in here.
Yeah, it's such a tasking shot. I mean, really, all these guys, especially the guys we have on our card, are trying to get this 3.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you throw 5 bills, you know, it definitely is within reason. But man, both shots, a big booming hyzer, and then that second shot is just so technical.
It is. Drew throwing his Star Destroyer into just the perfect spot.
Yeah, this hole does, you know, in fairness, play more as a par 4, 4.17 average. So it's more of a really, really hard par 4 than, a traditional par 5.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to stack this one up with a par 5 on East. You really get to see the difference between
you
know, a tough par 5 and a relatively easy one.
Yeah, more than a stroke difference between the averages, right?
Yeah, I mean, just about, I believe it's 5.18 compared to 4.17, so it's about a full stroke.
Yeah. That was a fantastic drive from Eagle. Mr. Sexton is reaching for that Star Destroyer. It's bailing left a little early. Hopefully it stays out of the shul.
It's shul's edge.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be
maybe
be
an
fine.
obstructed run-up, possibly, but
Yeah.
he's okay at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sees daylight.
Paul also going Star Destroyer.
Oh, greeny.
Boom.
So stable.
Yeah, that's a meat hook.
That's one of those ones you pick up, you're like,
Ooh.
no, I don't want to throw this.
Make me look like a noodle arm.
Yes.
Yeah, it does not make Paul look like a noodle arm, though. That is unbelievably far up the fairway. We're looking at Nate's second shot. Going to try and get...
Ooh, tough angle with these shrubs in front of him.
Yeah, through the gap. Right.
Oh, not the angle you want, but...
Yeah, too much hyzer.
Looks like he's almost just playing for that, like hoping you can find a little window through the trees.
Yeah, there is a gap through those trees over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the thickest part of the hole, that's for sure.
Huh? Drew?
Ooh.
Yeah, that one just did
It
not
fought through, though.
Yeah, it fought it to the other side of the tree. He's
Yeah.
got a clean up and down for a birdie, at least. Paul? Ripping out a flex shot. This is looking good, Corey.
That is hunting eagles.
Oh, hunting albatrosses, too.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, he is going to have a ghillie suit scenario.
Wow.
He's in the bushes.
He's back there.
Yeah.
Eagle's going to go FD3 upshot
On a par 5.
on a par 5. To be fair, I think Drew
right
did throw a
side.
Firebird. Oh, wow.
Okay. I almost like... I don't know. It's going to stall him a little bit.
Yeah. A little higher than he needed, I guess.
Yeah, and good kick out, though. He's got an opportunity.
He does. About 45, 50 out. Drew looks at that A3.
A3. He's throwing Prodigy now?
AVR3.
Okay, excuse me. Sorry.
Good. Thank you. Good clarification, though. This is Nate Sexton. There is just this little perfect window right through the trees.
Bit grainy. You can see how dark that is.
Yeah, it is. Eagle for Eagle. Or Eagle for Simon, as they say.
Respect the bid, though. He gave it all he had.
Yep, sure did. Paul, another knee eagle bid.
Ooh, an eagle?
Oh, the Neagle.
Oh, and he's not happy.
Nope.
He was befuddled by the fact that it skipped into the bushes.
Yeah. I guess it happened to him the other round as well.
Really?
Yeah.
He threw the perfect shot. I mean,
Yeah, just
perfect shot, but great shot.
Back into a channel, he said, yeah.
Cool.
At least he cleans up the birdie. And look like Eagle will do the same after Nate did. And Drew with a little cleanup birdie as well.
Yeah, we did have a handful of eagles. I believe there was 5 or 6 out here today.
Double G got one?
Double G got one. James Conrad got it.
Garrett Girthy. for
Nate
those
Perkins
unfamiliar.
got it.
Oh, really?
Nate Perkins got it.
Nice,
Yeah.
man.
I believe Chandler Fry might have gotten it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, host of people.
There's Nate's. We had a great gallery out there today.
Hey, this is Saturday and this is Portland, man.
It's Beaver State Fling. There's always a huge gallery.
They are serious about coming out and watching disc golf out
Yeah,
here.
there is that star frame on hole 6. Drew's still up by 4. On to hole 7, another par 4. This one, it's a very different hole from the last one.
That's pretty much the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
OB laden down the left and right side. All the asphalt is going to play out of bounds.
Long as well, too.
And long as well, yeah. It's actually kind of a cool hole, though.
It is. I like it.
Of all the holes that play along the streets, I think this one might be my favorite. You're looking at just a big power shot, but with control to set yourself into the fairway, and then just up and around those trees.
Yeah, Drew mashing on a Star Destroyer.
Good Lord.
What? I I have never seen anybody throw that far in this hole.
Well, that's good that you didn't see Garrett Gerthy because he put it to 25 feet.
That is, I can't even on that one.
Same with me. Dustin couldn't even. He's trying to explain it to me.
Unbelievable.
So this throw from Eagle is one of the more unique. I like a part of me wants to just run back that drive real quick to see. It was like I don't know. He like shorted it on purpose. I couldn't figure it out. It was very KJ Nybo. He didn't follow through.
Still flipped over though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nate pulling on a Star Destroyer. This should get that good road skip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quality skippage.
Getting back in bounds. That's where most pros land. And then there's Drew up by that tree.
Fun stuff, Ian. Ooh. Fun stuff to watch your dreams get shattered of how good you'll ever think you'll be.
Right. Paul.
Oh, where's Greeny when you need it?
He said that's his most overstable Star Destroyer.
Really?
Yeah. He just threw it real hard.
Okay, well.
There is like a sneaky headwind on this hole sometimes, but.
This is true.
That one was O to the B. It was a tired kangaroo. Eagle's third shot after an OB stroke.
I was going to say, you do play it from where it lies, or where it last in. That's unbelievable, Ian. But if you never cross this fairway, you have to go to the drop zone.
Yeah. Paul with another Star Destroyer shot.
Oh, no.
That's wide.
That is way wide. Paul, not stoked. Walking back and just grabs another Destroyer.
Yep. He's throwing angry, throwing 5.
You never tell with Paul. Angry Paul is either slaying it, or it could get a little bit out of hand.
Yeah. He still save a 6 at least.
That's the slaying it part of it.
Yeah. It looks like Nate is reaching for the gator on his second shot.
Mortar. But technically, it's a beadless gator.
Thank you. I even knew that. Great shot, though.
I need to give me some of those, man.
Yep.
Brian has some, and I'm like upset that I don't have any.
Drew, jump putting on this hole.
Part of me was thinking maybe he wants to go for it, but that was just a take your 3 and get out of here.
It is,
Take strokes on the field, or on a card, I guess.
That drive made his upshot very easy. Might as well take advantage of that. Nate with a nice birdie.
Yeah, playing it the traditional style of just throwing 2 human shots.
Yeah. Drew, there is his birdie.
Casual bird, and that's going to put him 5 down through 7 holes. He's not really interested in slowing down, I don't think.
He is on one right now.
Yeah.
There is a 6 from Paul, unfortunately.
Eagle going to take that 4. Let's move on.
Paul losing 3 strokes to our leader right there. There it is. There's the form.
Focus,
That's
determination,
6 bills, man.
reflection. The jacket was impossible to miss.
It was messing with my camera all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There's Drew absolutely crushing it in the lead. And
he's 6 strokes clear right now.
Yeah,
it's getting
something like that.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. Hole 8, par 3. This is a questionable par 3. You got with this island green. They've played it as a par 4 in the past.
It's every bit as much of a par 4 as 10 is on East, to be fair. It's the same type of hole. This is harder, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is the same type of hole. You know, you're really throwing it over OB if you want to get to the island.
You are, yeah.
You know what I mean? And kind of drawing it back. I'd imagine the aggressive shot is to play to the front edge of this
and then jump
spot
putt
and
across.
then try and jump putt across. No sense really trying to stick the thing unless you're Kenny Climo and trying to force a playoff.
Yeah, then you throw a ridiculous roller to the island.
Oof, one of the best shots we've ever got on camera.
Agreed. I really like this forehand Star Destroyer play from Nate.
I didn't even consider this, and I'm so upset at myself.
Yeah, look at this. Gives you center cut fairway. You avoid the OB danger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same type of safe shot that I'm surprised I didn't see Nate throwing the sidearm roller, which kind of has that same, same feel to it, where it's just like you're not going to get in any trouble.
Sure.
Oh.
Eagle doing the arborist work for him.
KJ thanks him.
Yeah, still manages to get back in bounds, and he's, I think, mostly past those trees. Should be okay.
Speaking of, not to derail this thing, where's KJ?
I don't know, man.
I miss the guy.
Everyone misses KJ when he's not hanging. Everyone who took that hyzer line hit a tree, which is funny because that's like the safe don't hit a tree line.
No, exactly. Well, the tree you're hitting, to be fair, is a pretty safe tree to hit.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Drew's upshot.
That's Polly's.
Oh, thank you.
Noves.
That was.
You could tell two-tone disc.
Yep.
Only one Innova player at those overmold technology.
Bradley.
Oh, sorry. Only 2 Innova players to overmold technologies.
Eagles upshot.
Ooh, that's cool.
That was good. Here is Drew's upshot.
Give that man a dot.
Like he's going for that ABR 3, which I will not shorten to A3.
Thank you. Branding purposes, Ian. Branding.
Got to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, after a really nice drive, is going to dart one over there.
Yeah, a little safety squeeze. I mean, last thing you want to do is blow past the island.
Yeah.
So giving it a bid from there is, you know, touchy.
Mm-hmm. Paul cleans up the birdie nicely, as does Mr. Sexton. We got a drop-in status from Eagle and Drew. That's just kind of what this hole produces.
Yep, lots of threes.
Unless you throw a really bad drive.
Yeah, it's really like a 3 and get out of their hole and just, like, don't find the danger.
Yeah.
Which, though, to be fair, at a lot of these professional levels, I don't know if it's a dynamic enough scoring situation to... I would love to see the tee be like 50 feet closer or something.
Yeah.
Just to test you a little bit into going for it. I don't know.
I feel you. All right, we're on to the last hole of part 1. Hole 9 is a very fun watch. You get to see some bombs on this one.
Yes, sir. Tons of room to work out on that left side.
Yeah.
So really, these guys are going to be flexing one all the way to the landing zone, which is a good 450 to 500 feet away. It kind of reminds me of hole 11 from the East course, except you're throwing annies to the landing zone rather than just forced to throw that high zone.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Gibson on the box, going Star Destroyer. This is an aggressive line.
Quite.
Oh, this is going to fade towards OB.
Or get over the
or
OB.
It's so far, it's back in bounds.
Yeah, dude, that was insane. That was that same Destroyer you threw on 7, too.
Wow. Nate is going Star Sidewinder.
This shot is bananas. Please turn.
Get right or go there.
That'll work, too.
The Oregon crowd approves of their Oregon boy.
Yeah, come on. It's a classic Oregon play. Dude. You throw the big roller with the OB left.
Around the outside of that tree. Easy upshot. Eagle going with that C-line PD again. You think PD2 on this hole all day, but when you throw it like that, I guess you don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just don't see an advantage to... I mean, you can't get any closer than that. Like, that's right in the mouth.
Yeah, you don't want to. Paul reaching for Star Destroyer. It's a little low.
And this is maybe why we went PD.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to fade out to the right.
Yeah.
So Paul forced to throw a forehand. That looks like a FB0, also known as a Firebird.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
Luster one, I believe.
Uh-huh. Ooh, that was good.
So Simon threw it so far, he was right at the edge of those trees and threw a putter through them.
Really?
I was like, he throws so far, he's inventing lines? Like,
wow.
What is happening?
Remarkable. There is a Sexton upshot with a Sexton bird. And Eagle just pitching it over with a forehand.
Ooh, that's probably his gator, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, if you're in a position to just throw a gator. I had to throw an X-Cal as my upshot, man. It's like so
it looks like Drew's going Firebird through the gap in the trees here. Yeah,
a lot of distance on the drive, obviously, but set himself up with a pretty crummy line, to be honest with you.
Not the best spot there. He's got a putt, though, to save the birdie here. Drew.
Had a putt to save the birdie.
He did. Nate does clean up bird, as will Eagle and Paul. Drew losing a stroke for a change. I don't think that's happened.
Yeah, but, to be fair, he is still pacing. He's 5 down through 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, obviously you want to pick up that birdie, but if somebody would have offered him 5 down through the front 9 before the round, I'm sure he would have signed up for it.
Yeah. And there's Drew cleaning up the par after Paul tapped in bird. This perfect throw by Eagle.
There's just a level of body command, I think, that is just out of my reach. You know what I mean? Like it's knowing every little quick twitch muscle in your body and being able to activate them.
I swear part of it comes from starting early. As a kid.
Of course. You have your body develop into a certain thing. But I think that's why baseball players have an advantage, man. It's a similar thing that they started early.
That's true. Drew is 4 clear of Eagle. As we're done with part 1. I hope you guys come back for part 2. Thanks for watching.